Hello, Disenchanting Exile here, and welcome to my 10 quick tips for beginner Path of Exile 2 players for the upcoming Path of Exile 2 Early Access launch. Also, keep in mind that this is not a top 10 video, rather just 10 quick tips that might help you better enjoy your first time playing Path of Exile 2. Alright then, let's get into it. Number 1. Get defenses on your gear. In Path of Exile, dying is one of the most or the most infuriating things that you can experience, so make sure you get defenses on your items. Based on my experience playing Path of Exile all these years and what I know about Path of Exile 2, I would recommend prioritizing life and resistances equally while getting some armor, evasion or energy shield as an extra layer of defense based on your class. You should also consider getting movement speed on your boots as much as possible, since being able to move quicker will be able to get you out of sticky situations. Number 2. Use your crafting currencies. While playing Path of Exile, you will find currencies like Orb of Transmutation, Augmentation, Regal Orbs, and Exalted Orbs. These currencies can add modifiers to your gear that you find while playing. An Orb of Transmutation can turn a normal white item into a magic item. An Orb of Augmentation can add an additional mod to a magic item that has only one mod. Regal Orbs can turn a magic item into a rare item, adding an additional mod. And Exalted Orbs can add extra modifiers to rare items, up to a maximum of 6 modifiers. So you should use them to upgrade your items as you go. Maybe you find a magic item with life on it. You can use one Orb of Augmentation to add a mod, or a Regal to turn it rare, possibly gaining a resistance mod that will greatly increase your survivability. You will also come across Orbs of Alchemy, which turn a normal white item into a 4 mod rare item. Orbs of Chaos, which remove one modifier from an item and adds another mod instead. And also you can come across Essences, which guarantee one type of mod on a specific item. Number 3. Disenchant or sell unused items. Disenchanting items you don't need can give crafting currency shards that over time turn into crafting currencies, like transmutations or regal orbs, that you can upgrade your items with. Selling items to vendors will give you gold that you can use to Respec Atlas passives or buy items from vendors. Number 4. Check vendors for better items. Sometimes luck is not on your side, and you couldn't find a good gear piece for one of your slots, and wasn't able to craft anything good either. You can check the vendors in cities for items they have to sell. Also, every time you level up, the vendors might get something new in stock, so it's worth checking. Number 5. Don't rush. Check for areas you haven't done yet, or clear areas again to level up. There might be a time you won't be able to kill a boss or progress an area. Maybe you are not high level enough, or just lack certain items to make it possible. In times like these, don't worry, just open your map and check if maybe you've missed a side quest that can give you a permanent buff for your character. Maybe it's life, resistance or passive points. It is always worth checking. Who knows, maybe it will drop an item you needed. Number 6. Don't forget to add supports to your gems. Besides skills, support gems are the second most important thing for your build to be good in Path of Exile. Equipping support gems can significantly raise your damage you can do. Additionally, it can also help make the use of the skill even more comfortable. Don't forget that you can also use multiple skills, so you can use one skill as a damage dealer, another for supporting it that can shock, which makes monsters take more damage, or you can chill or even freeze them. Number 7. Don't be afraid to experiment. Be it skill gems, support gems, or set skills, passive 3 points or gear, you should always try out new stuff that could make your build better. Like if you find an uncut gem, try to look at every skill and support it recommends and pick the one that sounds interesting. Try out new passive points on the skill tree or switch around some items to see if they make any difference. Number 8. Respec Atlas passive points if needed. If you've allocated a point you didn't mean to, or if you switch your skill, you can Respec Atlas passives at a vendor in cities for some gold. Number 9. Read. I know. Sometimes I cannot be bothered to read some skill descriptions or a mechanic explanation. I just want to play the game and kill some monsters. But oftentimes I have to stop or do the walk of shame, go back and read something I should have already in order to progress. You don't have to read everything, but it doesn't hurt to pay a bit more attention sometimes. And finally, number 10. Put runes in gear sockets. In Path of Exile 2, you will find items with sockets that can have runes inserted, which can give extra life or resistances, raising your survivability. You can also salvage items that have sockets you don't need for Artificer's Orbs to get sockets on other gear you use that don't have sockets, so you can add runes to make them better. Oh, and just one more thing. Lastly, I'd like to say, just enjoy the game. Don't rush, take your time. Experiment and immerse yourself in the story. Remember, Path of Exile 2 is still in early access, so there will be bugs. There might be crashes and the like, but don't be disheartened. Path of Exile 2 is here to stay, and this is just the beginning.